Hey everybody, what is up? What is good? It's your boy Shonen Punch here, bringing you guys another One Piece video. And today we're going to be talking about One Piece manga chapter 1000. We've already done our live reaction and review to it, even though it was the scans, but the officials came out today. We got a chance to read up on some things, we got a chance to look at community reaction, and we're just going to do a quick discussion revolving around a few of the key points of the chapter. So, let's get it. So the main point of me making this video was to talk about how in the world did Oden know everything that was going to happen. Is One Piece taking the Destiny route? Like, I don't know if y'all saw my reaction and review, but I kind of got a little bit iffy about that. Like, are they trying to do the whole everything has been predetermined, or is it something different? So I did a little bit of research and I wanted to, go ahead and talk about that. But I figured I'd let you guys know the overall point of this video. But before we get to that, let's address a few things first. I don't understand why there are so many people in the community that are down on this chapter. I mean, it's chapter 1000. The only reason why it didn't live up to expectations that some people put out there is because they tricked themselves into believing that it was going to be this big grandiose thing, when neither Oda nor his editors ever said that it was going to be this big huge reveal or anything like that or whatnot. So a lot of people went and tricked themselves and hyped themselves up only to be let down. Me personally, I didn't do that, and I really enjoyed this chapter. I enjoyed so many different things about it. I enjoyed the parallels between Luffy and Roger and Joy Boy and those things like that. I enjoyed seeing Luffy as well as the other supernova on the stage with Big Mom and Kaido. It was freaking boss. Him walking past to Yonko, the two current strongest people in the verse, like they were nothing. Like, I'll deal with y'all later. Let me go check out my homies and we can commence this later. And then Kaido on some old sneak stuff, which he didn't really sneak on. Let me not even go there. But Kaido comes up behind Luffy and is about to club him in the back. And Luffy is like, we ain't doing that. I done already been hit with that Thunder Bagua, which this wasn't a Thunder Bagua. Let me show you something, and hit him with the red rock. And one of the few things that I didn't know until I watched a couple of other videos today was that the rock, I don't know why I thought it was an actual rock. I guess because I read the scanlations, and the scanlations translated as ROCK. That's my bad. But even if they would have did it as ROC, I still wouldn't know that a rock was a bird. That went completely over my head. I need to catch up on my on my mythological creatures, I guess. But that completely went over my head. Now that I've gotten that out the way, let's get to the main portion of this video. How was Oden able to so accurately predict everything that was going to happen into the story up until now? And I say accurate, but I don't really mean that it was 100% accurate. He just knew of certain things, and I think I figured out how he knew of these certain things. And a lot of people are quick to go to whatever there was in Raftel or Laptel. I know it's Laptel, but for whatever reason I keep saying Raftel. I don't think there was nothing in Laptel that said anything specifically about, oh, on this date and this time right here, this is going to happen. Like, I don't think that that's how that worked. I really don't. Even when it came to the poneglyphs and talking about something like Poseidon or Shirahoshi, there was never an accurate date as to when Poseidon would be born. It just says that it's located in Fishman Island. So the poneglyphs date back to the ancient kingdom, just like Laptel does. To me, if there was going to be something that told of the future or prophesied something, they would be on the different poneglyphs and things like that that are out there. But this isn't the case. Even when it came to Pluton back in Alabasta, it didn't tell exactly what Pluton was and when it would be used again or anything like that or whatnot. It just said that the ancient weapon Pluton was located in Alabasta. Right? Okay. In the chapter, I'm going to read it verbatim. Let me get to the page real quick. Okay, it says, I learned, this is Yamato talking to Momonosuke. And if you haven't read the chapter yet, you should be on this video. But it says, I learned that Ace was Roger's son, and that his little brother really made a name for himself as a pirate. That was Luffy, the man you brought here. This is what Oden wrote about the future. Over 20 years in the future, powerful pirates leading the next generation will come swarming into the new world. If I am dead by then, they will be the ones to strike down Kaido. And I'm glad I waited to make this video to read the official translation, because the scanlations had me thinking that he specifically mentioned Luffy, but he didn't. He meant a powerful group of pirates. And this is not the first time that this is even coming up. Like, I don't know why when I first read this I got so, in my feelings almost. Almost like because this is not the first time that this has been referenced in the story. Oden has actually said it once before, back when I think it was chapter 960 or somewhere around there. Don't quote me on it, but he had said once before that, as a matter of fact, he said a few times before that in 20 years there's something big was going to happen. That the borders of Wano need to be opened up. That he even told Toki when he was in jail or in prison by Kaido and Orochi that, hey, in 20 years this is what's going to happen. Like, this has been a constant and recurrent theme about in 20 years. My headcanon has been kind of like trying to figure out, what did he get this figure from? How are they able to predict something happening in 20 years? Where could this possibly, stem from? And then even after ruling out that it was Laptail or something on Laptail, my mind went to Toki, because we all know Toki's powers. Toki was alive during the voice entry. And so with Toki, the thing about her is her power allows her to jump ahead in time. But if her power actually allowed her to see in the future and to kind of predict what was going on, don't you think that when she first appeared in the story, she would have went directly to Wano, where she was trying to go, what she was looking for? So to me, that tells me that she can't see where she's going. She can only pick and choose a time and a date. If Toki didn't tell him, what's left? And then while reading through everything, I remembered Oden was with Roger and the Roger Pirates when they went to Fishman Island. And who was in Fishman Island? What happened when they first got to Fishman Island? They were met by the royal guards, and King Neptune came and tried to put a stop to them because of Madame Shyarly's predictions. Madame Shyarly predicted that the gate would be destroyed, and automatically they assumed, because Gold Roger showed up, that it would be him and his people that would destroy the gate. Well, that wasn't entirely accurate. The gate did get destroyed, but it wasn't the Roger Pirates. I was like, wait a minute. Oden's here. Oden's here with Madame Shyarly. Madame Shyarly can predict the future. She sees things all the time. And a lot of the things that she sees are big game-changing things. Like, I think it said something about, she predicted that the king was going to die. She predicted Shirahoshi's birth. She predicted the gate being destroyed. She even predicted when Luffy came to Fishman Island that Luffy was going to be the man that destroys Fishman Island. So she's got a lot of big world-changing predictions, and her predictions are very, very accurate. None of them have been proven wrong. And when she's talking with Roger, and Roger overhears that Neptune's going to have a daughter, and his daughter is going to be Poseidon, Roger asked her, well, when will this daughter be born? And she says 10 years. And that tells me right there, she can accurately predict when one of these big events are going to happen. And Roger even got further confirmation of this when he overheard the Sea Kings talking about the two sovereigns meeting, and that their sovereign is going to be born within 10 years. So that got me thinking, what if while they were there, she told Oden a vision about Oden's own future, which included Wano? Yeah, get what I'm saying? Like, What if she let Oden know that in 20 years there was going to be a group of pirates that visited Wano that was going to liberate Wano? I mean, everything is like right in the doggone story. Everything is right in the story. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why I came to this conclusion too. There's a couple of different panels, and it's so hard with this one because Oden's backstory, Oden's flashback, it's easy to go to his actual flashback and read through that, but Oden was teased a lot before his flashback was actually revealed, and a lot of things that he said were in different contexts and at different times, so it was hard trying to put everything together. Like, so here's the first panel that almost suggests that Oden knew more than what he was letting on. And this is after he was already with the Roger Pirates. This is when he first went back to Wano to check on the road poneglyph. He lets his scabbards know, "I will be leaving again for quite some time. Even as I turned my back on Wano, I knew something ominous. I knew that some ominous change was afoot. I can sense that if I turned back, I would never go to sea again." Now, on the panel itself, it shows the factories in the background, but that can only mean but so much. It really can only mean but so much. To me, I think what Oda was trying to imply here is that Oden already had an idea that this future was going to happen, but he also knew the role that he played. Like, I'm even willing to bet that Toki was aware of it. In this same chapter, he talks to his scabbards. Kinemon and others don't know about Lady Toki. We will stay here with her, Lord Oden. I'm staying too, of course. No, Oden, you will go. If you're the type of man who stops now, I'm getting a divorce. It is very good to see you again. At last, Lord Oden. You left Curie in our hands when you departed. In fact, all of Wano is wait. And Toki stopped them before they can, tell Oden everything is what's happening. If you truly care for Oden, then I beg of you, let him go. I think the only reason why Toki did this and Toki was in that frame of mind is because she knew the role that Oden was going to play in the future of what was going to happen to Wano. And so I think the biggest clue that kind of makes me feel this way is when we got a flashback of Oden back when he was still silhouetted before they actually showed his character reveal. We got a panel with him back on Roger's ship, and the panel opens up with Roger drunk, going back and forth with Crocus. You can tell that Oden had just thanked Roger, I guess, for the journey, and you can see with the time frame that it shows it was just before the age of the Great Pirate Era. So this is just before, Roger was executed and Oden went back to Wano. And you got Rayleigh, Buggy, and Shanks asking Oden, "Do you need any help? I'm willing to lend you a hand if you need it, Oden. Don't be an idiot. You'd only drag him down. But of course, Oden will want me to help. Rayleigh, Red Taro, Buggy Jiro, I thank you, but this is something that we of the Kozuki clan must solve on our own. I've always had my reservations about why the land of Wano must keep its borders closed." This is definitely after they found the One Piece, and I believe that Oden, prior to this situation, told him about what's going on in Wano, told him about the vision that he got from Madame Shyarly, and he lets him know that I can't leave the country behind and then come back and demand, "Make me Shogun. But I will find a way to pass this will on. I shall work with my excellent vassals that I left back home to open the land of Wano and wait for a future in 20 years from now." And that all but seals it for me. That this is something that's been known about. This is something that's been kind of carrying it on. There's even a situation where Roger alluded to him having a son. Like, there is no way in the world that he just knew that he would have a son. And Rayleigh even gave him a surprise look. If this was something that was in Laugh Tale, then Rayleigh would have known that, it was predicted for Roger to have a son. I think all of this stuff can be boiled back down to Madame Shyarly and what she told them while they were there on Fishman Island. That's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. Chapter 1000 again for me was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked it much better than chapter 999. To me, 999 was more of a transitional chapter that regurgitated a lot of the things that we already knew to get us to where we are now. So let me know what your guys' thoughts is on chapter 1000. Let me know how you guys like this theory. How do you guys think that Oden knows, you know, what's going to happen in this 20-year future? Is it something that he saw at Labtail? Was it Toki that, you know, somehow able to see the future, which I still don't believe? Or, you know, was it Madame Shyarly? But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and share this with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe. Y'all have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later.